Shoot.
You there.
Where are the donuts?
Oh,
Rebecca.
sorry, Terry. I had the last donut.
I knew it was you. The minute I saw that there was an empty plate, I thought, Rebecca, why do you always do that? It's so unkind.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, usually what happens is there's one donut left and nobody touches it because everyone's like, oh, I don't want to be the person that takes the last donut. I don't want to be the asshole that takes that last donut. So I'm just like, fine, I'm going to take the last donut. I mean, everyone thinks I'm an asshole anyway, so I'm going to take the last donut.
Rebecca, the reason they don't take that donut is because they know that Miss Terry Cherry wants it and that it is earmarked for Miss Terry Cherry. That is what people know. I'm just saying. Now, I get that you're new around here and you maybe don't know sort of the way things work, but I'm a lead anchor. So one donut is always casually, but very certainly reserved for yours truly every day.
Fine. I will leave you half a donut next time.
I will take that. I will compromise in the spirit of welcome. Welcome, Miss Rebecca Stanford, to the news team. We are just delighted to have you.
Thank you so much.
Now I'm going to go see about some coffee if I can. Jeez, good Lord.
Okay.
Hey, Rebecca, you ate the last donut, didn't you?
I did eat the last donut.
True to form. That's what I like about you. You know what? Some people are so squirrely, but I know what to expect with you, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm just out on a platter.
I see what you did there because it's a breakfast thing like that. I'm feeling good about today's show. I got a good feeling about it.
Well, good. I'm so glad. Do you have a nice segment lined up?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Last night, I went out on a date. It went really well. And I had not.
Is this what your news segment's going to be about? Your date?
Maybe. See, that's the thing. I had all this usually dates don't go so well for me. So I planned 5:30 to 7:30 date, disappointment driving me to, get the segment ready and do it. But it went really well. And so I did not get a lot of sleep. And I'm going to wing it today.
You're going to tell our news audience that you had sex on your first date with someone?
I had just planned to wing it, but now that you're right, like, report what you know, right? And I kind of want to tell the world that, like, I think Libby is the one for me. I don't want to freak it out. I don't know if she's going to watch or not, but.
Okay, you do that segment. I'm going to go prep some real news.
Okay, I think that was news to me. It was impressive for me.
Hi there. You might not recognize me. I'm new. First time in the break room. Wow, this is real well stocked. I was just looking for the server where we keep all the important information about the breaking news stories and all those things. It's my job as an intern here to clean that server. Just give it a good dusting, good wipe down, some paper towels, maybe a Band-Aid or two. So you know where that is?
Yeah, the Band-Aids are in the upper left-hand corner there in Carmel's office. She just likes to keep them there, but we got some there. Donuts already got eaten. You got to be here early for that.
Oh.
There's two things I think you ought to know on your first day. One, I had a really good date last night. I like sharing that. It doesn't go so well for me. And I feel like we get to know people by opening up to them. Second thing is, I also came on here as an intern. That was my first job at the station. And I'll tell you what I did. I didn't wait for them to promote me. I just got on air. I just got there,
No.
So, you know what? They want to put you in boxes, right? Everyone has a little box they want to put you in. Like, oh, you're an intern, or like, oh, this is a first date. Don't get serious yet. But I find that when you get like, it's better out of the box than it is in the box, usually.
You know, my grandfather always told me something similar. He told me, if you ever get stuck in a basement, you better get yourself out of there. That's how he died, stuck in a basement, and he just could not get out. So I really feel like you might be my mentor here. Would you accept that position? Would you accept the position of being my mentor on this news team and just helping me rise through the ranks meteorically, but not meteorologically, because that ain't my department?
All right. My answer is yes. And
Hell
so,
yeah.
because yes, I will be your mentor, but that's just another box, right? So I'm going to be your mentor, but I'm also going to be your guru, your wingman, and your student.
You're gonna be what, my wingman? I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I'm in a relationship now. So I think that I've just got to turn around and, help others find the love that I think that I have found.
I'll be glad to have your expertise on my side. Now, as opposed to act as mentor or as guru, possibly as wingman, there's this closet where they keep a bunch of the old files from this recording studio.
You know what? I'm going to get those files for you. You stay here. I'm going to be your wingman, your guru, your mentor, and I'm going to be your intern. So I'm going to go get that right now.
That would mean so much.
All right.
I value our confusing relationship.
There better be donuts in there.
There ain't, but that ain't my fault. There were none when I came in here. Hi, I'm the new intern.
Who the hell are you?
Caramel San Diego. I just signed on.
Where in the world have you been, Caramel? I have been asking for a new intern for months now.
Well, I just got hired off one of those job posting sites, uploaded my resume, and spent about 5 or 6 months applying to different places. Didn't get accepted to a lot of them, but I'm here now. So can I get you a coffee or anything?
Yeah, a coffee and a donut, please.
I can get you the coffee. The donuts, as I said previously, have been all eaten before I got here. So there was not really much I could do about that.
Excuse me, said to who previously? I am an anchor on this show, and I expect to have a donut reserved for me, as do all anchors on this show. That is the way we do things around here.
Well, here's your coffee, miss.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go down to the Dunkin' Donuts just around the corner, and I will get an order for you.
Good, good. I like jelly. And Brie, let's see, what does she like? She likes those chocolate Cruellas. Cruellas?
I'll just spell it phonetically.
It's called a Crowler. It's called a Crowler. Okay. I can't do it either. Crowler.
Cruller.
I think it's a Crowler.
Just bring us some donuts, Caramel. Thank you so much.
I'll just ask for one of each. Crowler, and Crowler, and then.
Are you the intern? You're the new intern?
That's the new intern, yes. Honey.
And you didn't have donuts already here for us?
No, he did not bring donuts on his first day, so we know how that's going to go here. Although he did give me a very nice cup of coffee, and I thank you so much, Caramel.
Caramel, I don't see my cup of coffee now. Am I to understand?
I'll get you one right quick.
You must understand, around here, us lead anchors get preferential treatment, and we will expect nothing less from you.
We really will expect you to work right hard for us. We just really appreciate your work so much, though, son.
We appreciate you so much.
Bless your heart.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I will go get that coffee for you right now.
Crowler.
Poor soul.
God, Patricia, I'll tell you, it gets harder and harder every day with all these new people around. They don't seem to get it. Did you meet Rebecca?
Was that little thing, the new one? What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she likes the celebrity interviews and things of that nature.
Yeah, she's going to do the field reporting and stuff, I'm sure.
Yes. I have seen her. And, I got to tell you, Cherry, as we hire younger and younger people, I'm not sure that is raising the quality of this production.
I would say no. I mean, gosh, when you were hired, I remember I pitched a fit because you were just not qualified at all. But of course, you've come around. I've been proud of your transition to
And,
reasonable
maybe
news anchor.
let's give him a chance. Maybe it'll be a great broadcast today. I don't know, but I gotta go get makeup right now.
All right, fine. I'll do the open then. But hey, we have a special celebrity coming in today. Keep your eye out for them. Make sure that they get into the green room all right. We don't want anything to happen like last time where they went wandering.
And that is the surprise celebrity that you were texting me about last night, dear.
That's the one.
Thank you so much. All right.
All right. Well,
See you on set, my dear.
okay.
Okay.
Production. I think we're ready to start the show. You tell me. Well, you tell me. Thanks.
Yeah, we're ready to go live in 5, 4, 3. I'm going to be quiet on the 2 and the 1 because I don't want to go over that. 5, but you should still come out on the, you know how this goes. 5, 4, 3.
Thank you so much for joining us on the evening's news. That's the news you can use. I'm Terry Cherry.
And I am Patricia Paella. Thank you so much for joining us today on behalf of Terry and myself. If it wasn't for viewers like you, there would be no news. Isn't that right, Terry?
That's true. Nothing would be happening worth noticing if there weren't no one to notice it.
No,
Take
so
our word.
We certainly appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. We certainly do.
Now, we have a very special show for you today. We are so thrilled because it is Valentine's Day and love is in the air. So we have got a bunch of content that you all are going to love, including, but not limited to, a surprise celebrity guest.
Yes, we do. Now tell me, Terry, have you gotten any of those surprise Valentine grams going around the studio today?
Of course I have. Have you seen me? Of course I have, girl. Now, I'll say this about a secret admirer. They are great because if you don't know who they are, then you don't owe them nothing. They just give you stuff.
No.
The minute they reveal themselves, though, that's when the obligation sets in.
So right, Terry. If you are watching tonight and you are a secret admirer considering revealing yourself, please don't.
Please don't. Please do not. Please just double time on those gifts, though. Double time. Another segment we have tonight that we are very excited about, we have some very special Valentine's Day products that we are going to be selling directly to you. Now,
right from our sponsors, our most delightful sponsors who really quality products for those you love. That's what we're all about here, yes.
Of course, our chief sponsor in this news hour, as in all of our news hours, is Yeah Yogurt.
Yeah, Yogurt.
Yeah. Yeah Yogurt.
We
love that yogurt. That's what we have every day in the break room. We have it right before the show starts, don't we, Patricia?
We do. And Terry, I don't mean to bring any gossip on air, but I did notice before the show started, our new intern ran out to get you a donut.
Well, now, Miss Patricia, only to accompany my yogurt, of which I saw you decline to have one this morning.
Yay, yogurt. Well, you see, Terry, I already had one at home and one in the car. And after 2 yay, yogurts, one does need to digest a little bit. I can only eat so much yogurt for one meal.
That's true. We also, I don't know if y'all noticed, that we had a sporting event of some kind over this past weekend. Now, I don't know the first thing about this, but we've got someone who does that as their job. They go and they look at those sports and then they talk to you about them. And we're going to have one of those moments.
Yes, we will. We will certainly have a sports ball segment.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm so late. Here's your cup of coffee.
Oh, okay.
That's the cameras are filming. We're live.
Yeah, that's up. Everybody at home, this is our darling and soon to get out of focus intern, Mr.
Sorry.
Mr. Caramel San Diego.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'll go.
Now, I couldn't help but notice, Terry, that same intern is now bringing just you cups of coffee. He must be a little sweet on you.
Oh, that would be no surprise whatsoever because that does seem to happen all the time. But that said, I did actually ask him in your presence to bring me a cup of coffee. It was pretty much an obligation, right? Not a favor so much.
As
Okay.
as so much of the love, many of our brethren receive, and
Okay.
Okay.
We don't need that from you, Patricia. Patricia don't know a thing about love. All right. Now, we have got that very same sports segment we had just discussed, that one in which somebody will talk to you about those games that they play. Yeah. So let's bring out our beloved sports reporter.
Today's Yay Yogurt segment, sports ball segment, is brought to you by Biscotti Denver. Take it away, Biscotti.
All right, Biz.
Yep, I am happy to be here. It is your sports reporter, Biscotti Denver, wear many hats as a sport reporter. And I got Carmel San Diego. You may have heard him as our intern, but I have also anointed him co-sports reporter because boxes are for sheep. Caramel, welcome to the sports segment of the show.
Thank you so much, Biscotti. I'm just so pleased as a peach to be here and just a bit out of breath from running all the way over from the newsroom where just gave a cup of coffee to Cherry, but that's not as out of breath as the Buccaneers are after that big old game that we had on Sunday.
Oh, easy there, Caramel. I see what you're doing. You're jumping to the major sports event. That's not how we play it here on the news. We like to go to those events that others might not. So I was wondering if you could opine a little bit on the local Wildcat football game in which Joe Trenter made a touchdown within 5 seconds. How did you feel about that?
I didn't really watch.
Caramel, that's not what our reporters want to get in there. Get in there.
That touchdown was the most amazing moment of my life. When he took that ball and he just drove it into the ground. It was the ground, right? That's how football works, right? It's not
That's right. I want to be a you got it, right?
When he took that ball, he drove it into the ground. I felt like a piece of me that had been waiting an eternity for some kind of internal resolution and release had just, let itself free of me and ascended into a higher plane. That was just a transcendent moment. I feel like the football field is really a liminal space where one can really transcend one's mortal boundaries. And he got 10 points.
Okay, well, I got to say that's a surprising action. As you may be aware, he lost his leg in that play.
God, why didn't you tell me about the leg thing?
It seemed important. I'm trying to be there, okay? I'm trying to be. We are also, this conversation is on air, and these lapel mics pick up whispering. Yeah, they hear us right now.
Okay, I'm probably going to be fired.
You know what? Let's change that over to a different event. Maybe you could talk about a sports that you really enjoyed watching last weekend that others may not have seen.
Well, of course. As many people did, participated in the marble racing tournament of 2021, which happened in late January. It was a tournament in which people from all over the country brought their marbles together and collectively set them on different kinds of obstacle courses and attempted to race them in pools and such so that we could find out once and for all who was the fastest marble. Now, most people are not aware that this is an important sporting event. This is what you were talking about, right?
No, you're crushing it. I love that. I watched that. It was amazing. I think you're underselling our knowledge of our viewers about marbles. We got a lot of avid marble sports fans out there. So yeah, go again though. They hear this, so we don't even have to whisper. This is being broadcast.
Got it.
Okay.
The last time.
All right. Okay.
All right. So as we're all aware, I'm sure avid marble fans out there will know the winning team of marbles actually was at the center of a doping controversy where they had found to have put solid lead in the middle of their marbles to make them heavier and so that they would move faster along the tracks. Now, the Marble Sports Regulation Committee has issued a statement on the subject saying that the team which put together those defective marbles will be banned from the sport for over a century, which seems excessive. However, some outlets are reporting that they plan to re-enter the tournament. Now, Biscotti, what do you think about this? Do you think that they should be allowed to come back if they've proven that they are not going to screw up again?
I think it's there's no keeping them out of the game, right? They're going to probably shift over. If they don't play here, they're going to play in the Canadian Marble League, Japan Marble League. They're going to go and train in the Cuban Marble League off season. Like they love the marbles. They're not going to give that up. So I think we got to leave them room to grow, right?
Right. If it's something you love, nothing can keep you away from it. Even if you screw up your first day on the job, there's always another job out there waiting for you. I think that's a really heartwarming message to hear. And you get that this is a metaphor, right? I'm really talking about myself. So
Again, they hear. I know. I caught that. I did catch that. It was subtle until you mentioned it. Like,
sure, for sure. Yeah.
Right.
But I'm
So
thinking
if you could have put a bow on it earlier,
are going to see me and they're going to want to hire me now.
it sounds like you're trying to get a new job other than the one you just started.
Well, I feel like I'm probably going to be fired from this job. So I'm just
With
like.
that attitude, you got to put some lead in your own marbles, man.
Oh, man.
It's a metaphor, right? But I'm talking about your marbles. I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to throw it back to you in the studio. Some real exciting reporting here by our new co-sports reporter. Take it away. Maybe you all could share some of your best marble sports memories. Back to you in the studio.
Oh, well, thank you, Biz. And I guess we kind of thank you, Caramel. Your commitment to this job is certainly noted.
Yes, that was our Sports Bowl segment brought to you by Yay Yogurt.
Let's take a moment, the two of us now, to appreciate Yay Yogurt. Yay Yogurt comes in a variety of fruit flavors, including the blueberry. But me, personally, I like the mixed berry. Yay Yogurt's there for you and me to make us champions. What do we say? Yay Yogurt.
Yogurt. You know, Terry, just one quick note on that. You know, when I get up in the morning and I know what's for breakfast, I open my eyes and I think to myself, yay.
We got the spot, Patricia. We're all set here. The message is clear. Yay Yogurt. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Now, as you all know, love is in the air. It is Valentine's Day coming up, and we have a special report from our new segment reporter. I believe her name is Rebecca Stanford. She didn't go to the university, I'm sure, but she's has a new report for us on what to do if you're single.
I did actually go to Stanford University. I actually changed my last name when I went to school there.
Oh, okay. That sounds real nice.
Yeah.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. You take away from us, Rebecca, what to do if you're single this Valentine's Day.
Which perhaps I am.
Yeah. Hi, all. Rebecca Stanford here, and you, like myself, may be spending the 14th on your own. And, some people get real sad about that, but why? You have all the time to do whatever you want with yourself. And I have a few ideas for you to set up that wonderful evening. First, you're gonna wanna order Domino's on the computer so you can watch the tracking as it comes to your door. Then you're gonna get your phone out, your iPhone. You're gonna get the Bumble app here. And look, first off the bat, we've got John. He's holding a koala bear. Who doesn't want to go out with John? You're gonna get to message him all night long tonight. I think the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get yourself a little bit of liquor. That'll start the evening off great. I just have a couple of items you're going to want to pick up beforehand so that you have these for you. Here's a book. It's called Moving Through Grief. It's about learning to be on your own with loss after someone that you were seeing slept with your sister. Next item you're going to want to pick up. Hey, you may already have this in the house. This is an Oral-B. This side, that feels real nice.
Oh.
I hope you all have a great Valentines on your own.
I don't mean to interrupt this segment, but I just wanted to share with the viewers some of my experience. Biscotti Denver, self-appointed special love reporter. I shared this with Rebecca in the break room, but I just wanted our viewing audience to know that I went on a date last night. It went super well. Her name was Libby, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to share. I don't know if there was any questions or anything about that.
We are certainly thrilled to hear that. Certainly thrilled. And thank you for that hard-hitting news report there, Rebecca. Really very informative. Now, Valentine's Day, something about it seems to make folks lose their minds. Is that not the case, Patricia?
You know, Terry, it is most definitely the case. In fact, as I walked back to my desk here today, I found this little love book somebody left me. Must have lost their dang mind because I'm happily married and I know my husband isn't here. So whoever this is, thank you so much, but that's not appropriate.
But now, Patricia, let's recall what we were saying about secret admirers. They are free to give so long as they do not expect to receive or really even be noticed, right? That's the whole
You know,
thing.
Terry, I'm so glad you have blessed us with that wisdom because that is true. As long as you wish to say a secret admirer, you may give, but keep it appropriate. Okay, we don't want those unsolicited pictures some of the children are sending these days. No, we want to keep it appropriate.
And on that note, might I add, the producers have asked me to mention specifically that Oral-B does not in any way condone the statements made by one renegade reporter, Rebecca Stanford, of Stanford fame. That is not a suggested use for any toothbrush. Just, we're going on record there. Okay. Whew. Now that we got that out, I feel a lot better, right? I think this would be a great time for us to segue into a very special segment we have. We have prepared a selection of incredible products for this Valentine's Day that we would like to share with you. We are selling these direct and live. Now, first and foremost, we have these. Look at these. Aren't these the sweetest things you've ever seen?
You know, and so delicious too this morning, Terry. I came in this morning thinking I was going to want donuts, but now that I've seen that picture, I am remembering how good those cookies were. And let me just tell you, everybody, you got to snap you up some right away.
I mean, make sure that you first eat your breakfast with yogurt. And then if you have room left over, these adorable festive cookies and candy assortment here. It says, I love you, but it says it in a like kind of a non-romantic way, which I think is very useful.
Yes. And, I just want to remind all of our viewers again today, the theme of this Valentine's is to keep it appropriate. So do have that yogurt first so you can have your dessert afterwards.
All right. Now this biscotti, I hope you are paying attention. This is what the ladies want. All right. It is, well, gosh, I got to get out of there we go. It is chocolate. It's chocolate. That's what it is. We got a box of chocolates that they did not center this. The producers did not center this properly. Not for the frame. No, it is a box of gorgeous chocolates. They are very fancy. I know the person who makes them, Michelle, and she is just a little artist. Bless her heart.
We love her so much.
So much. And last but not least, and this is an incredible deal.
Mm-hmm. No, please continue. I do have one non-food product for after the food products have been.
The producers did not mention any other products to me. I was told. I will defer to your wisdom, Patricia.
No, let's keep it appropriate, please. I do not want to step on anybody's toes.
Except for mine, when you do all the time. I mean, what I mean to say is, when you and I are teammates and we are fielding a collective ball together in sport, we sometimes step on each other's toes. Now, let me get back to this incredible product offer that we have. This is the ultimate date night, ladies. Look at this. You're going to spend the entire evening just occupied, just like you know how much fun it is sometimes just to open up packages. I love it. I personally love just being occupied with plastic. Like I'm like a little gerbil in that way, I think. I mean, not a gerbil because I'm obviously a human being, but I have a tendency like a gerbil in some respects. Does that track with you, Patricia?
Absolutely, Terry. Yes, I would agree with that.
Now, if you are interested in any of these incredible products, which we are not allowed to list the prices on air, you can give a call to our hotline and our wonderful intern, Mr. Caramel San Diego, will hopefully answer the phone and square you away. If he does not, please Twitter me about it. That will be good. Now, Patricia, you were saying, and then I think we have a commercial break.
Oh, yes. I believe we are offering one more thing today, Terry, which is when you're done having all those snacks and you want to write a love letter, this is the magic love pen here. And I can tell you, I've written my husband one or two notes with this pen, and it sure will bring a little frisk into your love life, let me tell you.
Well, that certainly seems like an interesting product there, Patricia. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been quite crafty. Well, all right, let's go for our next commercial break. We hope you'll stick with us afterwards. We've got an incredible celebrity guest coming up and a report from the field. So stick with us.
Thank you.
Hey there, Denver Biscotta here. You may know me as a reporter on the show you're currently watching, both my sports coverage and my special segment on love. Libby, if you're out there, last night was great. But I'm here now to tell you about Waffle House, for I'm also Denver Biscotti Waffle House enthusiast, and I think it's important that you know my passion for Waffle House and that I can share that with you. A few things to know about Waffle House. It's not just convenient and inexpensive, it's delicious. Did you know that at one point FEMA, which is there for us when, stuff hits the fan, when they're trying to figure out, hey, how bad is an area, they look and they start contacting the Waffle Houses to figure out whether or not they're still open. Because if they are not open, things are going downhill. If you want to find out, hey, is this end of days? You can't call bank for time and temperature for that, but you can go to the Waffle House. And if they're closed, you're doomed. And that's good to know, right? That's good to know. They're there and they're serving a purpose. They also, did you know about Waffle House that when you go, they're taking those orders. They have a whole way they set up on the food, like where the silverware is and where the butter is and all that. That's how they tell each other what your order is. And how cool is that? Like you go there, you're part of a whole little like near espionage system, right? You can look it up online and then suddenly you know the code. They also have delicious hash browns you can get in a variety of ways. So, you're thinking about love. And when I think about love, I think about waffles because, pancakes are flat. They have no opening, but waffles have spots because they're vulnerable. And that's how we make ourselves available for love, like a waffle, where we have those little holes in ourselves. And we felt like life's just kind of punched us up a little bit, like little meteors of relationships that have gone bad. And you're like, nothing's ever going to fill them. But then the butter gets in there and you're like, oh, that's interesting. But I mean, is that the same? And then the syrup goes on. And then suddenly you're like, oh my God, Libby, you made me believe in love again. Go on down to Waffle House. That's it.
Thanks, Bills. That's just a lovely ad segment. We're so thrilled with your tireless commitment to both this Libby person and also waffles. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with us. I know that was a bit of a trial, but we all got through it in short order. Now we have an incredible segment for y'all, and I think you're going to enjoy it just as much as I'm going to enjoy hosting it. We have a panel of experts coming to you here to talk about all things related to romance. That's right, with a capital R. Now I'll bring out my guests whenever they are ready. Or I will just, Oh, here, oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, great. So we've got Beulah Crenshaw. Why don't you introduce yourself first, Beulah?
My name is Beulah Crenshaw. I'm 104 years old. I've had 4 marriages in the course of my life, and I'll say not all of them were divorced. Some of them were passed away, and some of them just disappeared in the thin air.
Oh, wonderful. So you've got quite a bit of expertise. Now, Quincy Pidd, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Of course. I am the author of the multinational best-selling book, How to Seduce Someone in 17 Minutes.
Oh,
Quite best-selling because it has caused an explosion of love all over the world. And many people have divorced their partners or split up from their girlfriends, boyfriends, significant others, because they have been seduced by someone who uses the advice in my book.
well, that is fascinating. Geez, that seems like a very potent secret. And now our final guest here, the Miss Betty Beans. Betty Beans, well, I mean, you need no introduction, but still introduce yourself.
Well, Terry, as you know, I am the original Bachelorette. And some people like to call me the bad Bachelorette because they say that, you know, the way that I interact in love and the love advice that I give to others is just the worst. But
Personally, I consider you an inspiration. Oh, I'm sorry.
I have to say, I'm the original Bachelorette because I don't think there's a Bachelorette as old as me. I was here before you were even a twinkle in your mama's eye, which was a twinkle in that mama's eye, and then on down the line.
That's very true, ma'am. You are quite a bit older than even my grandmother. That is not to say that you cannot give us relevant advice as to love, because as we know, love does not know an age. Or does it? Sometimes it seems like it does. Anyway,
it's
Quincy.
Anna Nicole Smith did.
Right. Mhm. Now, Quincy, tell us a little bit more about this method. What would you say is the most important thing when you're first meeting somebody to make a good first impression?
There are lots of factors. One of the most important, of course, is personal hygiene. You have to make sure that your body is scrubbed entirely clean. Any foul, nefarious odor emanating from your body, BO, is sure to cause a negative first impression. So make sure you are using the best of soaps. I recommend sandalwood, lavender, puce, that's a type of soap. And when you meet someone, you look them straight in the eye, you shake their hand, and you smile.
Cherry. Just practicing. Sorry, I'm sorry. Now, Miss Betty Beans, you've had to meet many a bachelor in your life, of course. Tell me, how do they make a great first impression on you?
Eddie.
Oh, yes. You know, to be honest, Terry, I don't know that anyone really does make a great first impression on me. Everyone knows my philosophy as far as love goes is look out for number one, you know, and I have never really met anybody who's made me want to change that. And I'm very outspoken about that. We should all be looking out for number one.
All right, now then maybe perhaps you could tell us, how do you make a great first impression?
Are you serious?
Okay, I'll move on. Miss Beulah Crenshaw, how about you? What do you like to see in a potential beau?
I like it when they've got a lot of muscles up on the top, but then the bottom is like real thin, you know, like a pitcher's body. Because I don't want to be the pitcher. And I like them real young, okay?
For you, that's like 60, 70?
Well, that's in the range.
Mhm.
My dating profile says age 30 to age 75.
Wow. So if they're any closer to your own actual age, they are not eligible.
I don't date my daddy.
That's a good point that you're making. Absolutely. All right. Now, how about this? If you were going to give a gift to a prospective loved one, what's a great item to impress another? Quincy? Oh, Betty?
You know, I really think, Terry, as you know, that if you want to give me a good gift, you should bring your checkbook. Okay, and Rodeo Drive is generally an excellent place to buy somebody a gift. And
So you're just saying money is your preferred method of,
no, dear. More like a jewelry. You know, one does like a hint of sparkle, or perhaps, you know, an Aston Martin, or gosh, you know, maybe a helicopter ride to Catalina with some Dom Perignon. And
okay, okay. Well, you certainly are a woman of very refined taste, and I can see that very clearly. Quincy, for people who are perhaps on a bit of a budget, what are some better options?
Yes, sorry, I apologize. I was, Betty, your outfit is most exquisite today. As to the question, a gift for someone more on a budget, a box of chocolates never goes over wrong. A bouquet of flowers shows someone that you think that they are beautiful and vibrant as the flowers are. I think more important than the specific gift is the spirit in which the gift is given. You find something that the person wants, something they value about themselves, something you value about them, and you choose a gift which brings out that quality.
That's so wonderful.
Just as an example, if I were to give Betty something, I would probably give her a necklace of rubies, emeralds, and pearls.
But I'm Terry Cherry. Just to remind you, I'm sorry.
You certainly are. Yes.
Well, shucks. All right, Miss Beulah, perhaps you can cheer me up. Take it home.
Well, when I give a gift, and this is the same kind of gift I expect in kind, is I put your name in my will, because at any point I could go and you really, that's what I have to give you.
That's quite a somber gift, ma'am. But I recognize that it's true. You are likely to go at any moment, really, especially if you're exerting yourself in the way that I imagine you must be.
Oh, boy, I sure am.
All right, last pieces of advice. I'll start with Miss Betty Beans.
you know, Terry, I've been watching the program, and I've noticed you talk about if you're a secret admirer, to keep it a secret and keep the gifts coming.
Yeah.
Just want to reiterate what an intelligent statement that is, and how this show is really elevating the news today, and I really appreciate that.
Well, shucks, ma'am, that's so flattering. Oh, producer. Happens. All right, and Quincy, I see you looking rapturously at Betty. Do you have any last minute romantic advice?
Yes. Sometimes love is not simple. Sometimes it is surprising. People come into your life and you never think that a random interview on an unimportant talk show is going to be the place where you find the true love of your life. Just as an example, of course.
And maybe they might love you back, even though they didn't even know who you were until just a moment ago when the producer introduced you. And now they just can't imagine life without you. Is just an idea of what I would say, though I recognize that maybe. And Miss Beulah, I noticed that you are looking a little bit enervated. Do you have any more juice in you to give a last minute piece of advice?
I'm sorry, I was taking a little bit of a nap there with my eyes open. But what I'll tell you on my closing words is that if you're looking for me on Bumble, it's Beulah Rides Again.
Beulah Rides Again. All right. Well, this has been a somewhat productive segment and a somewhat heartbreaking one for this news anchor, but thank y'all very much for joining us. And Quincy, if you do happen to change your mind, I'll have the producer give you my number. Great to have you all. Thank you again.
Thank you.
I'm going to send us off to Biscotti, he's doing a local restaurant review for us. Biz?
Thank you for doing this segment with me, Betty. Would you have 17 minutes after the show?
Hey, this is Scotty Denver here with your restaurant. You're supposed to be a restaurant review, right? You know me. That's what I often do here, along with sports and priorly love. I'm sure of your audience is keenly aware that I had found love. It did not go well. I got a call from Libby while we're on air, and apparently I pushed things a little bit too far. Because I just tried to be a little bit open. I was like a stupid waffle, just like a stupid waffle. Anyway, getting back on track. This is Spaghetti Denver, Denver reviewer. Broken. I just was supposed to be going at El Tamarindi, popular Italian restaurants where I plan to bring Libby to for our second date. That didn't go well. So now I'm at Club Charles across the street. Well-known watering hole of the sad and feeling hopeless. And I guess the decor is sparse and dark, which, fits our situation a little bit. And I guess I'm happy to take any calls if people have any questions about the bar here.
I told you I don't work there anymore. I know Terry Cherry said that you could direct all your calls to me, but I got fired, okay?
Okay, you're putting it in a box. You're putting it in a box, and
oh my God, Biscotti?
Yeah, Carmen. Hey, how's it going, man?
Let me pull up a chair here. Well, some mentor you turned out to be. / guru / fan / intern.
What happened, buddy?
I got fired. Why didn't you warn me about the lapel mics?
I tried. But fired is a state of mind. We got a call right now. Why don't we feel it? We've got Annette on the line. Annette, it is Biscotti Denver and Caramel San Diego. Fired or possibly not.
Well,
what's your question?
Hello, Biscotti. Hello, Caramel. This is a really lonely Valentine's Day for a lot of us. And Biscotti, I just wanted to call in and appreciate you for being so open about Libby. I myself went on a first date with a woman named Libby 17 years ago, and I fell in love with her, and it didn't pan out, but I gotta tell you, I really feel your pain, and watering holes are the way to go, man.
Thank you very much. It hurts to hurt, but it's good to have others who have been down this hard path. Thank you very much. Do you have any career advice that you'd like to offer for Caramel, who apparently is potentially between jobs?
Yeah, Caramel. I've always found it to be good advice to bring donuts on the first day. Don't wait for somebody to ask you. Just bring donuts on the first day. That's how you make some friends.
I didn't want to focus on the negative, but that was the first thing I noticed. Thank you. And there's we have another caller. Sasha's on the line. Go ahead and pull him on through.
My name is Sashley, Ashley with an S. And I'm just calling to see if the bar has vodkas available for mixed drinks. What kinds of mixed drinks does the bar have at the restaurant?
Hey, I can feel this one. Yeah, the bar does have vodka available. They pretty much let you just pour any sort of alcohol together. I had a vodka, Coke, rum, sherry, tequila, brandy, beer, wine.
Oh my God, that is amazing. How big are the cups that you can just pour any amount of vodka into?
There's regular sized cups, but I also just been there's a trash can in the bathroom, and I just kind of filled that up.
I brought a McDonald's extra large cup, emptied that, and filled that with the vodka behind the bar. So you have a lot of options. They also have diesel brand.
God. Yes,
I
have one of those 64-ounce cups.
That's what you want to do. I do want to mention, we're obligated in these sections to mention yogurt, which, God, do they have that at the bar? That'd seem wrong, right? Yogurt at a bar?
I think they have yogurt.
That's a shame. Anyway, yogurt, it can cheer you up when you need it. Not like vodka cheer you up, but it's there. Caramel, it's good. Thanks for joining this. Thanks for joining us on the show. As your mentor and intern guru, I'm going to say it's a lot of paperwork to fire someone if you just keep showing up.
You really think so? You think I could show up tomorrow with a box of donuts and it'd all be forgiven?
I think it's worth a try. I think it's worth a try. I'm not going to do that with Libby because that's stalking. That's inappropriate outside of the workplace, but in the workplace, I think it's something you can consider. Easy, dude. Just came up right during. Did you see that? He just came up right during the broadcast. He just came up on there.
I feel
All
like,
right, I'm going to throw back to the studio because I'm going to throw down with this clown.
please,
Back to you.
better studio, if you're watching, please, please.
God, it just is so hard to find good help these days. Can I just say, well, we just all like to thank you on behalf of this news organization to say thank you so much for watching our very special Valentine's Day broadcast in which this anchor came very close to finding true love and then at the last minute had it ripped away by television old woman bachelorette monster woman. I don't even know how to wrap my mind around it.
She was awful. You know, I hate to badmouth the guests, and normally I'm everybody's biggest supporter, but I have to say, Terry, the way that she did that to you it just broke my heart.
Can I just say, and I want to be professional, but y'all, I am very beautiful. I am the lead anchor on a TV program that makes me a celebrity. Why can I not find love? Why is it so hard for me when I am so great, so obviously great? Anyway, we would like to remind you, of course, to consider our many fine products.
Do you need this, Terry?
Rebecca, I will talk to you after the show, but
Have you tried having some yogurt? That can be
yes,
helpful.
like to thank again, yogurt for yogurt.
Yay.
And thank you to our possible still intern Caramel for
Donuts. Donuts.
Yay, donuts.
Well, a happy ending for everyone. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you have a lovely day and a lovely Valentine's Day. And don't forget to purchase our products and never eat the last donut.
Please
Good
tune
night.
in tomorrow. It's awkward if you don't.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Yay, yogurt.